Yeah. What's it called again? Zandleij Zoo? Tycoon 2 Endgame? What a stupid name. Hey, hello everyone, Lucoshi here, and welcome back to another video of Zandleij Zoo. Today we've got quite a lot to show you, because as I said in last episode, Zandleij Zoo is done. Or at least, it's done in the sense that it is now a finished zoo, finished in quotation marks, where we can still add stuff, but as it is right now, there are no loose ends. It's a zoo. Albeit a very small one, but it's a complete picture, which is great. We've never really done that before in this. Well, we have made Dierenpark Bodhof for the first UCZ season, whereas this is kinda UCZ season 3 already. But this is a better zoo. Bodhof wasn't that good. Bodhof was very fun, and for the project it fit, but as a real zoo it wasn't really convincing. Not that Zandleij Zoo is perfect, but it flows a lot better. The layout is a lot better, and it makes a lot more sense than to have spotted hyenas in a zoo with 20 animals. Whereas here we are right now building exhibits for 2 Mara species. One for the Chicoan Maras, which we have already finished that exhibit, and one we're building right now for Patagonian Maras. So Chicoan Maras are the little boys, and the Patagonian Maras are the regular-sized, normal Maras. You probably ask, well, Luke, why is there an aviary around the Chicoan Mara exhibit? And no, my Chicoan Maras do not fly, but there are brevis squirrels in there as well, which also do not fly, but they can climb. So that's why we have a nice little aviary around it. Yeah, I like the layout of these 2 exhibits. And actually, they're of course connected to the exhibits behind it, which were the exhibits for a couple of birds, which I forgot which they were. Not very important. On the other side of this building you see in the back there are 3 little aviaries. So that's a nice cluster of 5 exhibits, which is cool. 5 exhibits in a very, very small space. And that's great. The exhibit we're building right now is the exhibit which... Oh, God, I really hated building this exhibit. I don't know why, but building with water is never fun in Sudoku 2. It's always a pain, especially if you like small scale detailing and terraining and stuff, as you know I do. It's a pain, because I was like, yeah, we kind of want a waterfall thing. That would be nice, wouldn't it? No, the game said no, that would not be nice. So we ended up without a waterfall. But I wanted the water to be on a slope, because this is the Asian small-clawed otter exhibit, and we set ourselves up to have a high point of view and a lower point of view, because we had a stair leading up to the serval exhibit and the aviary with the tinamous and Nande parakeets, I believe. Yeah, I think so. On the other side. So, in theory, this is a very cool exhibit. All the groundwork for it to be really cool was there. To have 2 different points of views and with water and stuff, and I like the foliage combination. We have some very, very cool colors of green, which we haven't really used before. I like this plant, it's nice. And all of the tiny rocks and the pebbles and the branches and the terrain painting, it's all lovely, but yeah, I don't know. I don't really like it. It's fine. Let's keep it at fine. It's fine. It's as good as I could get a otter exhibit to be, because this is actually my 3rd try at an otter exhibit in Zandleij Zoo. I built 2 before, but both of those had tank walls, and if you are not familiar with Sudoku 2 and mods and tank walls and entrance hacks, I deleted the entrance, so then if you place a tank wall and delete the tank wall, for some magical reason, the entire map floods with water. And that happened twice. So I decided to not mess around with tank walls anymore and just do it like this. Because I wanted a tank wall, because I wanted a kind of underwater view, because I wanted this to be a kind of more expensive exhibit for Zandleij Zoo. And small zoos often have glass for their otters, which is nice, isn't it? Right now we're building a very cool exhibit, actually. Once again, an exhibit which had very good groundwork laid out for it, because I wanted it to reach over the path, which it does in the end, We have an exhibit to the left and an exhibit to the right, and they are for some kind of tamarind, red-handed tamarins, people, which are great animals. I love tamarins. The exhibits are a bit messy because they're very small, and small scale stuff is just still hard in Sudoku 2. It's easier than in Planet Zoo, but it's still very doable. Very doable, it's still very hard, I mean. Especially if you want to make stuff seem fresh and not use the same things in every single exhibit. Like these branches, I use them in every single exhibit I've built over the past 5 years, so they start being a bit unoriginal and a bit boring to see. So that's why I mess about with random stuff like these nests and such. But that's pretty much it for that exhibit as well. I think it's cool that they reach over the stairs. I think that's a nice addition, and it's something I believe I saw in... what zoo was it? It was in Dierenpark de Pai. Very, very nice small zoo over here in the Netherlands. Lots of inspiration to be drawn from that zoo in here, which is actually also what I did. I visited early summer. I visited lots of small zoos nearby here in the Netherlands to get some inspiration back for Zandleij Zoo. And in the following weeks I completed the zoo. I've built a lot of stuff, people, and I'm looking forward to show it to you, but hopefully that will be very soon. And I hope you guys still enjoy this stuff and you haven't grown tired of Sudoku 2 and all moved on to Planet Zoo, because there are some people building amazing stuff in Planet Zoo nowadays. The very stuff I always said was never possible in Planet Zoo. People are proving me wrong. It's very possible to do so. And I've been building a Planet Zoo as well, actually. I'm sorry. Yeah, I've already made 2 videos of Planet Zoo. Wow, but not on this channel. No. I've been guest appearancing. Is that a word? Guest appearancing. I've been making guest appearances on other channels. On the channel of the lovely Colado brothers and on the channel of the just as lovely Mealy. So yeah, go take a look. Links in the description, links in the comments probably. Go take a look at that and see if you actually think I should do Planet Zoo. Please let me know. Because I have been tinkering around with it, but it's just hard to actually start a big project for Planet Zoo and have something which I deem worthy of actually putting on the channel. Not that this channel is very high quality content, but it's a step to include Planet Zoo content on a regular. I did it a while back when it was still fresh and new and when I was still very, very bad at it. And those videos aren't very good. I like my Sudoku 2 stuff way more. In Sudoku 2 I can actually build what I have in mind. And in Planet Zoo I'm starting to do that too, but... oh well, let's get back to the topic. Let me know, etc, etc. Background foliage, people. Lovely stuff, lovely stuff. I do like my background foliage and I do enjoy placing background foliage, especially in a timeless form, because looking back at it now it's very satisfying to see everything come together, whilst in real life it took me a couple hours to do so, because I'm very, very annoying with my background foliage and I'm very precise with my background foliage. But in the end I think the result is always worth it. Especially in Zandleij Zoo, it's very, very lush and very forest-like, which is exactly what we're going for. It never quite looks the same, but it always fits together, which is great. It's very, very lush and green and dark green, and I like that. The exhibit we just built, which I have not said anything about yet. Oh wait, I'm stupid. That is the exhibit for the Tinamou and the parakeets, I think. I do not even know my own zoo. People, I'm sorry, I have no idea what those birds are. I have tried to delving deeper into knowing birds, but it just isn't for me. I'm just forever bound to be a mammal person and not a bird person. I'm very sorry. But if you actually want to know what's in that exhibit, go take a look at the Endgame Discord server. Actually, go do that anyway, because the full zoo is already on there. It has been on there for a while. You can go take a look at my zoo. You can go take a look at people's zoos who have been putting way more work in it than I have. And there are some people who are way, way, way better at the game than I am. So go take a look. Go join even. It's so much fun. So you can do Endgame. Yeah. What else is there to say? As you can see, the zoo is done after this episode. But there are expansions. Yes, we have added a section where we are planting trees right now. This background foliage will all be deleted, and there will be a whole new section of zoo over there with some very exciting stuff. Some very cool animals will be over there, which you can go take a look at a Discord, or you can wait for me to finally upload a video soon-ish, hopefully, and you can see it right then. But yeah, lots of stuff happening in this episode, and lots of exhibits I really like. I really like the layouts of these exhibits. They are very different from your usual square aviaries. And even the square aviary I did build as the last exhibit I did here is still kind of interesting because it has this cross pattern out of wood on the side and a holding pen at the back, which is cool. It's always nice to do that kind of stuff. But that's it for today's episode, people. I hope you enjoy it. And yeah, talk to you later. Bye.